Why hello there, fellow carpenters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Survival Fountain of Youth, Episode 17, Catamaran. So headed over to the Hydra. Seems pretty obvious to me that you guys want me to work on a mission, so, how should I get to a new island? Native way, Spanish way, better boat. So the native way would be for me to stop at Red Island and Winnie Island to get at least 3 more native maps. The Spanish way would be for me to fix the sextant, and the better boat way would be for me to use the seaweed that I have and make a better boat. Also, I totally overshot while I was tabbed out and typing the Hydra location. Or one of the Hydra locations. I would do all 3 if it was a 3-way tie. Doesn't look like it's going to be a 3-way tie. Unlike the other collectibles, the Hydra is really easy to spot. It is the bright... Oh no, that's not even... It's this stuff. I grab something else. There we go. The flax was not for the better boat. So, the Catamaran requires seaweed fabric, which is essentially the materials that I've been collecting already. So, Hydrilla, oh, let me open this and show you, can be made into seaweed fabric. I just don't have a lot of it, so I'm gonna need to get some more. Also, the Catamaran, there's multiple levels of upgrades to the Catamaran. So just getting like the entry level Catamaran will get me out to the new island, but you can go for higher levels too. Alright, so I got that stuff. So there's one more Hydrilla over here unaccounted for, and then I'll have to go to a new node. You want to see a little everything? This game is so cool. Unfortunately, this will be my final stream, and I'm conservatively saying I'm like 30-40% done with the game or so. So there's a lot more of the game than I've had progress for. It's a bit of a long one, which is good. It also means that, like, if you're interested and you've enjoyed this stuff, there's plenty for you to discover on your own. I haven't spoiled, you know, I've only... Having watched, you've only had a smaller percentage of the game spoiled. The Catamaran has a funky layout. You fell overboard a lot. Yes. The Catamaran, opposed to the others, is a bit of a monstrosity in terms of the layout. Oh, I went the wrong way. The other thing is, while I'm going to switch my hood until I go diving, because the sun's pretty strong. Yeah, I don't love the Catamaran. My personal preference would have been to... Spanish way would have been really easy. And, or the native way would have been much easier. The better boat is, like, more expensive, and it yields a boat that it becomes obsolete pretty quickly. But it's what you guys voted for, so I'll do it anyway. So I'll hit this node here, and then head back home to make use of these resources. It's too bad that there isn't like an extra mask slot, like a head slot and a mask slot, because it would have been nice to use the breathing bubble with like the leather and not have to pick and choose. Oh, overshot. Turn around, stop. But whatever. It's not too inconvenient. One thing I like about resource finding near these rocks is, like, you don't have to find your boat to recover stamina. That's one of the sketchier things about being in the open ocean is the only way to rest is my lungs are amazing? Well, thank you. The only way to rest is to go back to the boat. Not only that, but I'm swimming around with actually, these rocks don't break water. I'm swimming around in, like, full armor with, like, holding weapons and tools, and yeah. I'm a straight-up superhuman. So the new recipe I got was for the urchin and starfish, so you can make caviar. So let's enjoy some caviar while we're out here. Hopefully it won't give me the runs. Nope, didn't get the runs. Oh yeah. And let's get back to home. Sail away. Back home. Come on, game. All right. Let's butcher the Dorado. There are, if you're wondering, minor spoiler, there is use for their corpses. So you can use the corpses of animals later on. So we've got Dorado fin. So in the crafting menu here, we've got boiled Dorado fin. So 2 Dorado fin, clean water, makes boiled Dorado fin, which then I might as well make it just to unlock the recipe, but that's the recipe for the coral powder. So I wouldn't mind, like, getting my first coral powder because it's good regen stuff. So there's that. And then head over to the med bench. And here's the coral powder, which requires a mortar. So it's not quite as good as the health kit, but the health kit requires, like, leather stuff, which is sometimes harder to get. So it's 40 points instead of the 72, but it's better than the it's better than eucalyptus. But what I will say is the eucalyptus stuff, if you're not in, like, an emergency situation where you need to heal quickly, is super cheap. So that's usually my go-to when I want, like, slow passive regen, because getting 1 wide leaf and 2 eucalyptus leaves is, like, just no problem at all. The fish. So I say my energy's really low, so I'm gonna make some coffee, and my water's low. Oh, I had coffee. And then we have all this fish. So this fish, the other thing that I could do with the fish is to dry it out with the salt that I have. So I'm gonna dry out 3 of my fish, and I'll cook the rest. Oh, fire went out? Alright. There we go. The Dorado fin, I'll put over here. Fish bones. Purple corals, kind of like meds, plants, I don't know. This was meds. So this stuff is like edible, but I'll just eat it, whatever. So, the seaweed fabric requires a primitive loom in order to make. So, let's close this. You guys want better boat? Build a better. So first step for that is the primitive loom, which requires these strong branches from the cannonball tree, but I already have those. So 2 strong branches, 4 long sticks, 2 ropes to make a loom. And the tegu is done. I don't need the canteen like immediately, so I'll just. Is there a survival point for it? I don't recall. I don't think there is, but I could be wrong. I believe all of the special recipes that you unlock don't give you survival points. Okay, ropes and hammer. New blueprints. So here's the seaweed fabric. And then also the loom can upgrade to manage linen fabrics. You know, I might as well just upgrade that now, because I have all the materials. Now it looks fancy. So, I have my first piece of seaweed fabric. This thing makes seaweed clothing, a algae hammock, which is pest protection, and also really good restore rate for health, or a catamaran. So one more piece of seaweed fabric, plus dried leather and rope made of skin makes the catamaran. So let's go ahead and prepare some hides for the catamaran, because that's the bottleneck now, I think. So I need 2 more dried hides, actually 3 more dried hides. So maybe I'll want another drying rack, rather than to wait for the first 2 to finish. So I'll rearrange things so that this isn't like obnoxiously in the way after I finish this batch. But the other thing is I might not have enough rope to do this. Just enough. Perfect. Alright, let's prep 1 more hide. I know I get a point for the seaweed clothing. I don't think I have enough seaweed for all of it. So now I have the dried hides drying. And... ooh, coffee. And then the rest of the stuff, I can make more seaweed while I wait for everything else to dry. But I might, in this case, want to go to sleep and recover some energy and health while I wait for things to dry instead. Not ready. This one doesn't look ready. So let's make the rope made of skin. And then I need that last one ready. So I'll just make some more seaweed fabric while I wait for it to dry. 25 more minutes. There, done. That'll have to do. It's ugly, but whatever. Also, my moonshine's, I'm sure, done too. I forgot that I had moonshine going, but that is definitely finished by now. So with all these materials, I'm not really sure my wooden hammer is going to be up to the task of actually building the whole boat. Let's see. Yeah, here's the catamaran. No, don't ignite it. Yes! I finally have a catamaran! Let's set it on fire! Said nobody ever. This isn't the immediate Viking burial. Okay, it's actually built with an axe, so I can't do that in the water. So I'm going to move it over towards the shore so I can actually build it. Eventually I'll moor it on my dock because I won't have use for the old boat. Come on. Come on. No, interact. There we go. And I need coffee. There we go. No, no, stop. Oh god, interaction spots. Done. Catamaran is done. So this thing is faster. It comes with a bed, just like the other one. Comes with a bigger box, a 200 unit box. And then also it can be upgraded. So for 3 massive stones, a fire pot, and 3 long sticks, and 5 short sticks, I can have one that has a fireplace. It has more durability, so on and so forth. Should I upgrade the cat? What do you think? Personally, I don't think it's... I mean, it's pretty cheap to do, but I'm not really sure it's worth it. Just because you outgrow your boats pretty quickly, as I've mentioned before. But if you want to see the better one, like, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you. And then the other fabric I have, I think I want to make the better bed. Not the one with the mattress, but the seaweed one. The hammock. So for that I need 2 ropes. So I need to go out to a vine tree. So I have 6 total fabric. Is that actually enough for a set of seaweed clothing? One, 3, 4... Yeah, I could actually make a full set of seaweed clothing for another survival point. So maybe I'll have you guys decide how to use my, my seaweed. But either way, I'm pretty sure I will need... Ooh, more coffee. I will need to get more vine material from a banyan tree first. Here we go. Dried fish will spoil in 729 days. Yep. Don't really have to worry about that, huh? I'm also going to take everything out of the old solid raft's storage because that old raft is obsolete. And put it in here. And it looks like you guys want me to upgrade the cat. So I'm going to make a fired pot before I go and get vines. Fortunately, I have all the really easy access to all the materials for a fired pot, so that's not much of a bottleneck. So the pot is fired. Oh, I'm about to lose daylight. So I'll leave the torch on. How should I use the seaweed? Set of clothing or hammock? So the hammock would allow me to sleep more recuperatively. The set of clothing would give me a survival point. There are better beds than the hammock. There's like a proper bed made with linen fabric once I find flax, if you were wondering. Oh, the banyan trees around me have their vines recovered. Strength 6! Nice! Well, this one definitely hasn't. Let's try this one. So I got another survival one just now from hint level 6 strength. So I have 3 survival points. Might be worth polling about how to... Wait, actually, you guys voted that I... Oh, I got stung. I save up for learning? Is that true? Jog my memory, please, if you would. I think that's the case. Oh, did I already have Learning 5? Yeah, you're right. I already got that. See, my memory is shot. I'm a goldfish. There we go. There's some vines. My axe is just about toast, so I am... Oh, Jesus. At least I have active anti-venom in me. I am going to try to scrounge up a big branch and a stone so I can pick some more obsidian. Because I know back at the base I'm just about out of obsidian, and my obsidian tools are wearing out, so while I'm out and about already, I'll just get some obsidian. I also might want to get some akako, because if I get seeds, I'm definitely going to plant it back home, because berry compote is delicious. And I got 1 fruit? Oh, really? Seriously? I needed at least 2 to make the compote. Game's like, oh, we know what you want. No. Seems to me like you guys want me... Free rope. Stop it! Quit fighting me. Loser. Oh, right, my axe is broken. I can't cut these down with no axe. It's like chicken and the egg. So then I need a stone to be able to make an axe, to be able to repair the axe. Yeah, I know how that sounds. Am I gonna find a random stone anywhere? I mean, probably not. Oh, here's a big branch. And oh, shoot. Get out of here. Tendon. Yeah, just take it all. Bye-bye knife that I had. It just definitely ruined my knife. Okay. Back on task. Can I find a piece of stone? Is there a stone pile near me? Yes. This way. And you guys want a set of clothing? Got it. So I should also start to... Once I'm near the... Oh, jeez. I should also collect some narrow leaves, because that's going to be required for the set of clothing. Because I need to make Liana rope to make the seaweed clothes. I know back at the base, I was really low on, stones, so I just collected a whole bunch. So I am going to recycle... Nope, not repair. Recycle my axe, disassembling it for another handle. So I have this stone one, and then I'm also going to do the same to the wooden hammer. I'm going to destroy it, and then make a... I want to save up... So I need a massive stone for a better hammer as well. So I'm slightly side questing here, but it's only because once I have the upgraded catamaran, stop biting me! Once I have the upgraded catamaran and I get out to new islands, I'm obviously going to want, like, fresh tools, because getting out to the new islands is pretty worthless if my tools are, like, in shambles. I'm also side questing for Akako too, because I want to plant it in my farm if possible. For the compote. Well, I got 3. There's a chance to get seeds every time you harvest. There is a book, a farming book, that you can find to give you the ability to turn fruit or veggies back into seeds. I just don't have that yet. That would be ideal, but... Wow, I got a lot of fruit. 9. No. Don't bite me. So now with all of that, let's get out to the obsidian. With all this Akako fruit, I should probably pick up some Fajoa too. Because the Fajoa and Akako plus water is like the souped up version of coffee. So I can't make axe blades like out in the field with obsidian. I'll have to bring this back home. The problem is I don't really have carry weight for anything else. I can repair my knife with this obsidian, and then I'll get a little bit more obsidian in the next node. But I might drop some of the stones in lieu of obsidian. It's kind of like, are they weigh the same? Yeah, they weigh the same. So if I ever come back here, I'm gonna have like just a bunch of stones on the ground. Okay, fully exhausted that deposit. That works. Because, yeah, my spears are pretty beat up. My axe broke. My knife just got repaired, but was near broken. It was time for fresh tools. I don't have the carry weight for that massive stone. So once I get back to the base, I'll make fresh stones, and then... Oh, hey! We are in the very angry part of the map. This end of the map has a bunch of jackals. And obviously the jackals are a little bit more threatening than the boars and short-eared dogs. So the pot needed for the catamaran is done. And then I'll head out to one of the massive stone, like this deposit here, and just get the massive stones required. So there is a cart. And it's the same deal, the same exact deal that I said about the log cart. There are carts allowing you to haul more stuff. You just can't sprint with them. And it ties up your hands. So if you get attacked, you have to drop the cart first and then pull out the weapon. I just don't find them useful. I mean, they're useful, but they're not as useful as having weapons and tools in your hand and moving fast. So the only storage container that I particularly care for is the boat's one. And everything besides the boat, I just don't care. I don't find helpful. Oh, I need coffee badly. Oh, I don't have any prepared. Time for berry time. Oh, much better. Shoot. I just realized if I don't have a hammer in the base, I can't really make the new tools without one. So I'll have to grab some regular stone. I should have kept one of the stone that I had on me. Oh well. Yeah, that's another thing is you wouldn't, if you use the cart, you wouldn't be able to shortcut over rocks. It's very fun. I mean, I can make one if you really want. I just don't want to go out of my way to do something that I would personally consider rather useless. But yeah, it limits your terrain traversal, it limits your speed, it ties up your hands, it slows you down. A normal cart, I think, is rather cheap. And without spoiling too much, the game, you know how some of the random camps that we found here have like fire pits and the like? There are some random camps that you happen upon in the future that will also have carts. So one of the reasons why I wouldn't want to stop right now to make a cart to like demonstrate why I don't find them useful is like you do just eventually get carts for free. Also, carts can't be loaded on a boat, so I can't like bring them elsewhere, I don't think. there's like a lot of reasons why I'm not Team Cart. So the upgraded catamaran needs 3 of these big rocks. 1, 2, 3. And then I needed a hammer, so I'm going to actually get all the rocks. Because I can turn some of these rocks into stones. And then I'm a little encumbered. There we go. Okay, upgraded catamaran, here we go. On top of all of my previous reasons why I don't like the cart, yet another one is now that I'm able to make Puma potions, because I'm distilling my own alcohol, infinite stamina makes running back and forth even less of a concern, because I won't have to rest when I'm hopped up on Puma potions. Further, meaning that the carts are kind of like blah. Speaking of which, let's make a snake potion, actually. If I had to pick a potion, going out to a new island, snake potions are my go-to, so that you don't get hungry, tired, or thirsty while exploring somewhere new. Is so useful. So, Solid Raft, you served me well, but you are now obsolete, so you're not gonna take my parking spot. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can't... Oh, I can disassemble this one. Okay, bye, Raft! Bonk. I think it doesn't let you disassemble your raft if you don't have another raft, but I have this now, so I can get rid of the first one. Thank you for tuning in to Survival Fountain of Youth, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow explorers.